Alright, so I just want to make this Synduality Season 1 review. And we're also going to kind of rank each of the updates that the game had throughout the season. So, to preface, I'm rank. Well, I hit rank 100 on the Drifter Pass pretty quickly into the season. I think it was within like a month or two. And yeah, I think we can talk about this first Ultimate Drifter Pass, and I can explain it a bit. So this is the in-game tutorial. Yeah, so there used to be this Ultimate Drifter Pass. Notice here, I have it, so it doesn't show up. But yeah, we get daily quests and weekly quests. Weekly quests will stay into the future, so I can actually work on a week 3 quest, even though we are in week 14. They didn't add more weeks to the Drifter Pass, even though, because of the delay that we had. They just didn't add more quests, but that's fine. We still get new daily quests. These are pretty randomized. There's some changes they made to that during the season. So there's the default Drifter Pass. This is included with the game. The game is $40 US. Sometimes it's on sale, down to 30. The deluxe edition hasn't gone on sale. It's $70, and the Ultimate Edition is $100, but it has gone on sale to $70. The deluxe edition comes with a deluxe Drifter Pass voucher. You can spend it on any season, because there are future seasons planned, so you can just get the current season. And the Ultimate Drifter Pass comes with the Ultimate Edition. It's 1,000 coins and 3,000 coins. You will get, for Season 1, the reward was Noir as an extra Magus, and it increases your rank by 25. And yeah, so we're on the EX rank, like this. See, I have Noir, because I got the Ultimate. You can customize her just like any other Magus. The game will give you some extra Magus just by completing quests, but you can't use those tickets on Mystère Noir. They are premium type items. So this EX Pass, let's see. Yeah, you just get 3,000 XP, gives you a box with a little item in it. Sometimes it sucks, it's an item that you can just buy, but sometimes it's good. You can get epic tier items, but this 3,000, before you hit EX rank, it's about 1,800 XP, so it's almost double, just to get this little box that kind of sucks. But the drops are, basically the drops from that are any of these and any of these along with any cradle parts, except for the SP, and yeah, like I just got a free Epic 2 Spider Arms and EX box today, and I got free Birdwatcher body a few days ago in the past. So yeah, we can probably talk about the pass overall. A lot of these uncommon tier ones are, you can buy these in the store. Like, you could just get this uncommon spider, right? And it's the same with these guns. There's nothing at the low rank that's really specific. And also, these ones marked in yellow, like these emotes and these coins here, those are part of the Deluxe and Ultimate Pass. You only need the Deluxe. But, okay, if you want the Deluxe, the Deluxe costs 1,000 coins. The Drifter Pass will give you 950 coins when you're done, but pretty early into the season, at rank 12, you can get 50 coins for free in Season 2, so there's your 1,000 coins. Pretty good. Yeah, okay, so... But, yeah, you only get... Or, let's see, so there's about 200 or 250 free coins, but... and then the rest are paid like this. They're under yellow, and you just get that. So these are pretty standard. You get a Draga shirt. A lot of these are Bandai titles. Okay, yeah, so this is a Bandai Namco game, and in the far future, the only surviving arcade machines are from Bandai, except for the one that says all of your base are belong to us. I think Zero Wing is still... Zero Wing is in this game, kinda. Well, it's called Null Wing. You know how it is. So there's some titles. These are a little kinda useless. They're not super... Like, they don't really do anything, but they're a bit of fun. So rank 8, we get... yeah, see, like, you get, like, a Pac-Man shirt. Yeah, so this is... You can get it in the store. Yeah, so this is where the cosmetics start, kinda. The premium ones, they're called, like, Drifter Top Alpha and Drifter Top Beta. You can get... Okay, so these ones here, these SP parts, there is a problem with these right now for Season 1. You cannot get these parts by crafting them. So initially I thought that you can't get these as crafting recipes because they didn't have crafting recipes for uncommon tier. But no, there is right now uncommon tier recording or crafting due to a current event that we will talk about later. But yeah, problem. These are in limited quantity, very limited quantity. The Birdwatcher SP, it's a little different. It's like normally it's blue, but we get these little black stripes on it. I have one that I got off of someone. Let's see. Yeah, I have a bird SP. I think. Let's see. I don't know if I have the arms there. The legs. I don't remember. But yeah, so you get like this wave pattern, or bird pattern. That is really nice. The game doesn't actually, like, it has these SP parts, it's like skins, but it doesn't have like individual skin customization. See, so normally you get like this purple, this kind of design, but the SPs, yeah, it's different. Yeah, I hang on to these right now. I actually kind of lost mine, but that's how that is. Yeah, so an issue to fix: add crafting recipes for SP parts. Yeah, like biggest problem is that they just don't have it. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, without a crafting recipe, these are very limited in quantity. So you get some random weapon boxes, which I think they only give you. These green boxes might only give you blue tier, uncommon or rare tier. You get one of these. So I think in the beginning, they were like decent rewards on the pass because they actually buffed how much the crystals give you. It's like 4 times as much as on launch or something. It's like way more now, so you can just buy way more stuff. Like I have like $23 million. So you got another Pac-Man shirt, titles. Glasses are free. Okay, this is a rarity sniper rifle. Sniper rifles were pretty busted back then, but yeah, they kind of nerfed them. Yeah, a little hat. And Pac-Man hoodie. Yeah, like lots of old Bandai like IPs and stuff. These hoodies they're just like recolors of each other. I have a lot of them. You can get them in as like co-op quest rewards and stuff. So this is Ridge Racer, and I got a red one, and it's the same one, right? And it's well, let's see. Yeah, the Drago one has a little thing on the front, but it's the same thing. Right, like this is SH print or something. Yeah, we can talk about the gold stuff later. This video might end up being very long. And you can just misclick and receive all rewards. that. Yes, titles. Okay. So, yeah, this is Amber SP. And this is actually a rare tier. And it's pretty green. But the standard Amber is like a flat green. It's like this, right? So it is like recolored and has a camo pattern on it, but this comes with a crafting recipe, while the other one, yeah, right now, right here, Ogre Arms SP with a pattern, it doesn't come with a crafting recipe throughout the entire battle pass, which is a problem because these camos are cool. Like, one of the reasons of why we don't have custom colors, like in like Gundam Breaker or Sandland, is because we're meant to, like this from the developer, we are meant to be able to identify like the cradles, just like visually, really quickly, really easily, and we can usually. Yeah, they all have like pretty distinctive shapes, but that means no custom colors, and so the best we get are like SP skins. But this never comes with a crafting recipe, so it's the same problem as the Birdwatcher. We get emo. Part sampler box. Okay, so yeah, rank 38. This is really early. We get Daisy Ogre Arms. You get more of them later in the pass. These do come with a crafting recipe. The second time you get them, it has the recipe. Same with the Daisy Assault. These are a variation of the Rabbit, which was super expensive on launch. It has all these like crazy stats on it. Like, so if it were just the arms, let's see, these ones. So you get reduced weapon wear, you get 10% chance, 4% increase coffin damage, which is the weak point of the cradle of the mech. They really nerfed certain things. I think we can talk about them later in the update, like updates overview. And they really nerfed the price. These arms used to cost $1 million, and that was with the crystals not giving you as much money as they do now. So yeah, it was like $4 million for a full rabbit set. But also these parts, see, like, oh, if you get these arms, then you only get Coffin Crusher, or these only reduce weapon wear, this only does like Ender Core damage and 10% additional drop chance, and so those are all combined into this one, into these rabbit parts. The rabbit body, yeah, this got nerfed a lot. I think it was about 10 to 15% damage reduction with these live ammo, energy ammo. It was major nerf because it was super OP. It's something that we should not return to. Really, it was way too much, and people really complained about them at the time because, yeah, you can get them at rank 38, and there was also an issue where um, you can buy levels for this battle pass. It costs $2 per level. Leveling up is really easy, but people were able to get ahead by spending like $200 or $150 if they had the ultimate, and you got the 25 level buff. So tons of money to spend like that. Of course, you shouldn't do it. It's wrong. Okay. The SP heavy shotgun rare. It's not different from the normal one, stat-wise, but it is like gold-plated. There's nothing too different about it because it's just a gold-plated skin. But you get the crafting recipe for that. I think all the weapons in this battle pass come with a crafting recipe eventually. Let's get this jacket, alpha beta versions, another box, amber legs, SP, with the crafting recipe. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to explain with the updates. Yeah, so just no crafting recipe for ogre ones. On the roadmap, which I could talk about for updates and what I think about them after we cover this pass. Yeah, but they're meant to add new rarities for existing cradle parts, which means legendary tier weapons and cradle parts, and also hopefully more SP versions. Hopefully they all come with crafting recipes this time. Yeah, okay, you can get rabbit arms pretty quickly. People, when the game launched, people were just killing each other to get Daisy Ogre. Daisy Ogre was like a pre-order bonus that came with the game. People were really mad that you could lose it. That's kind of just how the game goes. It really was like PvP players who kind of like ruined, in quotes, the game, and a lot of negative reviews are from that beginning period. Yeah, Ogre by SP. I forgot this existed. I don't think this one has a crafting recipe, actually. That's not good. So you get innerwear, which is stockings. Let's see. This one does have a crafting recipe, I think. Yeah, Morrison coins, rabbit legs. Yeah, see, crafting recipe with full auto shotgun. Okay, so we get Rabbit GT. This is epic tier. Problem with these is that when the game launched, it was technically weird. It was weird. It was like a pre-season 1 kind of deal, because in season 1 we got And Season 1, like, officially started, then they opened up the quest lines for the East map, which combines the North and South, and it was only by completing those quests that you can get epic tier griddle parts, but they included these epic tier Rabbit GT parts. It says Rabbit GT. It's a skin version, just like SP. But this full set Rabbit was really, really OP. You could drive it around in the North and South before they had unlocked the East for us. You get a remake ticket. This one, it's like Monster Hunter. You can't remake your Magus completely for free, which kind of sucks. This costs $10, so if you pay $10 for a deluxe pass, technically you get this $10 value plus the 950 Syn coins. You can change like haircuts and stuff, but you can't change the a lot of like sliders and stuff from original Mega's creation. Grenade launcher, SP, crafting recipe with those. Yeah, okay, you get the second marksman SP. Get the recipe. Yeah, see, you get second Daisy Ogre arms with recipe and assault rifle with recipe. This one, Bolt Sniper SP +2. This is epic tier, and it had the same problem with the Rabbit, and it was way too OP at the same time. It was just like people just got epic tier stuff in like a uncommon and rare environment. It was overall pretty unfair. You get one of these heavy repeater +2s. Jacket. And yeah, like at the end of the season, you can craft a full Daisy Ogre by yourself, and you get this 150 coins. So these, they're like identical to the ones found earlier, but these are just, they have like an EX, Alpha, EX, Beta. Yeah, it's like green sequins, and like glitter. But they are like the same, basically, as the ones from earlier. I like the ones that aren't all like glittery and stuff, but yeah, that's just what they gave us, and then you get EX rewards. So overall, this Season 1 Drifter Pass, it's weird to think about into the future of the game, because if you started in Season 1, we have all of these like epic tier equipment. Yeah, the SP really didn't come with a fucking burst assault. What the hell? Okay. But yeah, so you see, like, my 3 SPs are here, and this Daisy Assault, which is like the same as this one. But you get all this just by doing quests. The game is not doing seasonal wipes, so we just you just keep accumulating stuff, and this game is actually, it's kind of meant to be around forever, even after the server shut down. There's no estimated time on when that will be into the future. We can talk about the Guardian stuff later, but yeah. So eventually, you can probably just buy Synduality with no online features at all, and you'll still have almost all of this stuff, just because it's just built into the game, like almost all of it is. But yes, I'm done with all of these quests. We can talk about how ridiculous these are. Like with this like gold setup, yeah, this like gold jacket, gold innerwear, and gold shoes.
Welcome to your show news.
So
News source made for drifters who love
it's kind of
renovating.
buggy.
Don't forget
Yeah.
to clean up that
So
space of yours.
this
The
came
higher
with
the
a
level of the
ridiculous
more space
quest
pockets you'll have.
that
And the more
required
pockets
you
have,
to
the less
deliver.
risks you'll be out of losing
Okay,
all those
one of them was
shiny things
easy.
you worked so hard to
For
find on the
Association
surface.
HQ,
Yoshio News.
bring home 500 AO
Guardian
crystals
Angel, watching
and
from the radio.
kill 100 bandits or bounty members. This one was pretty bad. I'm pretty sure they're planning on never doing this type of quest again, because they're adding a different endgame type of quest. This one, bring 30 rare shotguns, 30 rare assault rifles, 30 rare sniper rifles, and you had to craft 90 weapons. Oh, I did this for both the Association and the Black Market. It's literally the same deal here and there, just with the live ammo weapons. And this lab was terrible. Yeah, okay, yeah, you get little descriptions like this. Yeah, see, it just says the objective and reward will change when the season changes. I'm pretty sure they're planning on never doing this again, and they're replacing it with a new nest order system. Yeah, so I had to make 90 weapons for these. And for this one, I had to make 30, 30, and 30. And those each cost almost 100,000 each. I had to make like way too many of them. I made 180. These total, I made 180 guns. It was way too much, really stupid. It cost a lot of money. I grinded for a lot. I'm over 600 hours in this game. I've been playing since January 16 when the Advanced Access started. So it's been about 14 or 15 weeks due to the season delay. Originally supposed to change seasons at April 23rd. Right now it is May 10th. And they pushed it back until like May 22nd, 23rd. But I think I finished those quests at around 500 hours. My base is completely upgraded. You just kind of gather stuff to do these while you're out doing other quests. There's over 100 quests in the game right now, which is I don't know. It is a lot of quests, really. It's probably around 200 hours of quest. I might have completed all of them before then. Um, but some of these I did like way later. The kitchen was a pain. You had to do like 20 lighting equipment, a lot of like premium wood. They are adding more renovations in the future seasons. They're definitely upgrading, um, adding more warehouse levels. Right now, I can only hold 800 items, or 800 stacks of items, and I am running out of space. They There was a change where items, like materials, um, so they gave these half their weight. They used to be 100 each, like all the other ones. Now they're 50 each for uncommons. Um, yeah, see, it's like still the same, 1500 on the uncommons and above. Um, Now you can stack these to 15 instead of just 5. There was an update that made it 10 on all these, but yeah, they upgraded them again to 15 currently. Yeah, we're just running out of space. Um, a lot of people have stopped playing because I think they're done with the main request, or they just quit. We can talk about this for season 1. I've done all my quests, right? But and I found everything. But they are adding more Amasia Collapse Investigation Committee quest, and eventually we will fill in this entire timeline of events. And there was one typo here. This is for, well, let's see. When I look at these days, because this would be 2232 November 4th, and then this would be 2322 May 14th. So it can't, well, it wouldn't be down here. If it were 2232 May 14th, it'd be above it. So there's probably just some issues with that. Yeah, a lot of the events, Amasia falls in 2-2 on like this day, November 4th. This is like some sort of anniversary day, basically. That's kind of when we start. That's kind of when we start our journey. Drifters, and there's a lot of these artifacts here, and we are missing a lot. 16 out of 43 artifacts, so we're missing 27 artifacts, and we're missing 27 junk items. There's also a timeline for this, so we get like lots of missing data with the artifacts. In this game, you do basically just do a little or a lot of archaeology digs and just bring it home. It's like Indiana Jones. You just dig up something, you run away from from like the outdoor enemies, and you just bring them home back to your garage, you turn them in for the quest. So we're not sure how much will get added. Yeah, we could talk about the roadmap next. Yeah, so yeah, we'll talk about this roadmap. Um, so right now we are in this late May period. We could talk about this April 10th eventually. April 10th was a really good uh, update to the game. Um, yes, that did the Red Jack box, and right now with these Tom Guardian events, we just had our uh, Crystal exchange value event. Right now, until like May 14th, 15th, we're doing Bandits and Enders kill count challenge. Yes, this is. Oh yeah, we voted for the red one. Um, in the official Discord, there was a poll that said, "Yeah, we're doing a +1. You guys pick the color." Um, it looks cooler than I expected, really. It's got like some black on it, black highlights. Yeah, we'll talk about this eventually. And then for season two, late May, early June season two update. Um, yeah, so this is new locations for East Amasia. This top area, um, you can find in the south. So I think this one is just like an expansion, a map expansion. And you might two things can happen. We either get placed into a different East Amasia, like a different queue, due to our quest progress, or when anyone starts doing East Amasia quests, then they'll have this map expansion. Hopefully, it's the first one, um, because there aren't that many players. So a lot of people are complaining, "Oh, I don't see anyone." And also in a PvP player is like, "Yeah, dude, you don't see anyone because you killed everyone and they left. They stopped playing the game forever." It's kind of your fault. Um, yeah, okay. So with this new Mega Seal, etc., implies there's like at least two. Uh, so we know that there's Seal, there's Shiel, uh, and I think the next one, because this is John Gasmaker. Let me see these on the teaser for season two. And so basically, I think with season two, like with the first Drifter Pass, um, she's like part of the ultimate one, and yeah, so the ultimate one costs like $30. The megas are sold in the shop for 20 or 2,000 coins, and that means that you might as well just get the pass. You probably would if you're still playing the game. Yeah. So we don't know like anything about these new weapons. This, like, I have no idea really what it could be. There's something called the quad shotgun. I don't think this is it. Um, so we know new cradle plus new rarities for existing cradles. Hopefully it's EA or SP skins. Um, and so I'm hoping. So this date here, I'm recording this before the 11th Synduality Discord radio. They haven't. They haven't like announced the date for it yet. I thought they would soon, but right now we're doing the second event, so hopefully, hopefully they announce that soon, because we're also due on our 2-week schedule. Once every 2 weeks, they're supposed to do radio. They might do radio and the mid-event announcement on how many bandit and ender kills we have accumulated. Yeah, let me talk about this event too. Let's see. They do maintenance like a lot. A lot of updates. So yeah, initially we had this Tom Guardian challenge. We cleared this like really quickly. From May 1st to May 7th. It's a week long. We're only meant to get 1.5 billion. And they gave us 2 rare tier excavators. You can't get the highest tier crystals with them, but it's a little nice. In our midway report from May 5th at like 2 a.m., we had 5.776 billion AO crystals. That means that there are still tons, not tons, probably like 2,000 or 3,000 people playing the game. Across all platforms. It's tallied across all platforms, maybe up to 5,000 players. And so they set 8 billion. And we were like a little worried, but if everyone just kept playing at the same rate, then we'd probably get it. And these events are actually nice because, like, you don't really have to change how you play in order to achieve the goal. Like, because we got the current event. It's just kill unders, kill bandits. That's like standard gameplay. I kill like 40 unders every sortie. So, they set this goal for the rare. We got 10 billion, 10.16 billion crystals. So, good job, everyone. Pretty nice, pretty easy. And you can only collect them through like May 22nd and 23rd. Basically, you didn't play, you've stopped playing, you don't get these. If you didn't participate in the event and you didn't know it was happening, you're totally checked out of the game. You didn't get these because you just didn't participate. It's a bit of FOMO. They might bring these events back. I don't know what the rewards would be because everyone who's playing right now already has the crafting recipe. But it is like some real limited time FOMO, fear of missing out kind of stuff. But, if you're still playing, and you'll receive this stuff anyways. Even though right now we're at the end of Season 1, there's really nothing much to do. Let's see, so this is the current event. This one here, in this Season 1 roadmap. Everyone together has to defeat over 1 million bandits and enders. We only need to do 25,000 sorties across like 6 or 7 days. It started yesterday, and it goes until the 15th, Thursday. And a week after that is when the like that, the May 22nd, 23rd, that is when season 1 will officially end. Hopefully, this time. It'd be really, really bad if it got delayed again. Um, it got delayed so that they could, um, like, work on this better, really. Someone said, "Oh, they delayed it, and they delayed it so that they could make these events." No, these events are the easy part. The delays for the rest of this to work on. Futami P, as the producer said, "Yeah, we've been working on the season 2 stuff since 8 months ago. So, like, a lot of this stuff really is, yeah." And so with yeah, I was talking about New Magus, yeah. So the new coffin, the new cradle coffin is John Guessmaker, and John Guessmaker's Magus is Mutan. So maybe he's the next one. That's pretty likely. And maybe by season 3 we will get Gilbo, because Gilbo is pretty cool too. Gilbo and Schnee, or we can get let's see. Yeah, let me see. Where are the other anime ones that they could give us? No, let's see. We could get like the Leolid, which is like Ellie's cradle. Yeah, Glenn Shinobi. This one's like a really out there kind of design. It'd be really cool to see it implemented. I don't really think it will happen. Yeah, this is Gilbo. Eventually we might get Daisy Ogre Alter as like an epic tier or something. Let's see. Yeah, like Gilbo full armor. This one, so it has like these thrusters. It has missiles on it. Missiles are on this shoulder. Same with like that as a missile pod. We don't have shoulder weapons and we can't fly in the game. But we could probably get like this rifle. Like this is like a railgun probably, or like a sniper. This is just like a skin version of John Guessmaker. It's from the anime. It's anime stuff to talk about. And this is like the ultimate Daisy Ogre. And this is probably a railgun skin. Because this is a railgun in the anime. New John Guessmaker. And this is Noah Game Changer as the final boss. Coffins. I don't think that will make it in. Yeah, so we're hoping for new weapons and stuff. New quests, more rewards. Yeah. Should probably. I think with the new coffin stuff. Also, this gun sense like a heavy assault rifle. So it's kind of tough. It's like an epic too. I think, yeah, because they're adding new rarities, so you could probably get like a rare tier heavy assault rifle or something. So we are still missing a few. Yeah, this is good. We're still missing a few cradles in the game. Right now, this is actually like an Amasia CIC reskin of Chili Pepper. which is so it's the same company as Bowie Rabbit. It's a Bowie chili pepper. We're missing chili pepper. We're missing harness. We're missing tower as an EN, as the energy type. That is PvP. It's supposed to be the PvP one. There's some weird balance stuff that wasn't really good at the beginning. Yeah, so this is like new quests. I'm thinking that John Guest Maker will be like a skin version of Chili Pepper, and we're meant to get these Molten Dunes eventually. Late June, season 2 mid update. Yeah, I mean that's like. Let's see. So. Yeah, by like the end of June, mid June, we'll have these. When they say late, in my mind, I'm thinking like June 19 to 26 is when they'll update it. Which is a bit of a while, because it's May 10th right now. Yeah. These. We get 2 sets of new cradles, so that's actually kind of interesting. We're missing the Mohawk and the Tower. And that would be the rest of the beta cradle coffins. We're missing them right now in season 1, but they worked fine generally in the beta test. So people are like, oh, where are they? You just drip feeding us content, and it's like, yeah, it's a little understandable that they're not in this full game right now. Yeah, maybe they'll be added here. New cradles in late May when season 2 starts. Maybe they'll be added here in the mid update. We don't really know. We also don't know how long the future seasons will be. We had a 30-day extension now, so maybe all the future seasons are 120 days. We only get 3 seasons in a year until next year, and they can reset to 4 seasons. Yeah, who knows, really? But this is the Molten Dunes. There's really not much cover from Rain. So we'll be out either with a lot of epic tier cradles or just camping this area when it's raining or using a ton of sealing kits. It's a new environment. It's interesting because it's like a pure desert. The current East of Asia just doesn't have anything like this. Specifically, that's all like this. And they released this teaser video on February 8th, which was about 2 weeks after. Yeah, let me see. It was like 2 weeks after the game launched, and we haven't gotten like a trailer for it yet. There was a season 1 trailer like this from January 31st, 1 week after the release date, and then on February 6th, which is another week later, then the season like really started, which those are just some like launch issues. I don't want to call them standard issues, but they are launch issues.
Peggy.
So if we go through all these updates, let's see. First one, January 18th. Mega skill change during uh, if you did a Amasia CIC quest. They gave us all a free Magus remake ticket, and they corrected that, I guess. Game balance. This one, I don't remember really what this was. They do have like this update page, but it's so long ago that I don't want to look for it on Twitter. Um, so they had supplies received. So update 1, 2. Bug fix patch update. Yeah, so we get maintenance, we get server maintenance, and we get patch maintenance. For patches, they have to send the patch to console. They have to send it to Xbox, and they have to send it to PlayStation. About a week or more before it can actually be applied. Um, and then we have to download that. We have to download a patch and it updates the game version. It's the issue where request cannot be progressed. Notation of make system type has changed. Weight limit error. There are items in 2 safe pockets, and temporary error occurs when registering a new user. Yeah, I knew this one was kind of messed up. But this is kind of just bug patches. Here's one for January 31st. Maintenance number 4. Server corrections maintenance. Bounty rankings in the event of a tie. Oh yeah, people reached 600,000 within a week or less than a week. These people are just killing each other. And yeah, the upper limit was 600k. Triggering data. Distribute rewards other than the nicknames for 1st to 10th place. I think the current in-game bounty target limit is 10 million. But it did have a limit of 600,000. And they changed some stuff like that. Yep, adjusted bounty cap. A phenomenon in which the order was swapped and there are 2 or more players with the same ranking. Magus protection fee payers payment is not working properly. This one, I'll talk about in a bit. Yeah, I know about this one was kind of a problem. If you craft an item and you try to receive it, it will it'll just send you to the title screen. It's kind of a problem. I know some people had this issue. It like reset their garage. This one was like if you yeah, this one really. If you return from a sortie when the server is meant to reset, um, which at this time was about 12 noon in Pacific time, um, it would just give you the max amount of XP for the Drifter Pass. There is a cap to it. It's about 5,000, I think, or 6,000, but it would just give you all of it, and obviously that's a bug. This one, the amount of which the Magus protection fee payer's payment was not working properly. I know about half of this, kinda. So if you die, you can either bail out or destroy your mech, but your Magus will remain. If you bail out, your Magus will not remain. It goes back to your garage with you instantly. And so at the beginning, people were really abusing this because they're the game. It's hard. Okay. So what's meant to happen is that if another person collects your Magus, you will have to pay a ransom fee, which will be a like 20%, 25% fee of all of your money. But at this time in January 31st, the if you bailed out and someone took your Magus, you would only have to pay 10,000 in order to retrieve your Magus. I think like that was just the minimum. 10k was the minimum, and it would um, and the game system would cover the rest of the money, and it would just give the person who collected your Magus all that money, but you only had to pay 10k. And yeah, it was bugged. People complained about this way later, but it was bugged like that because the system is meant for you to pay all the money of the calculated ransom, but you only had to pay 10k at the time, and it was a bug. And people really complained about that, and I think it was at this time when they also deducted the amount from people who were abusing this because people got up to like I think the max value in this game is like a billion minus one or 100 million minus one, and then they just deducted all the money from people, leaving them with negative 100 million plus one. It was like negative 99 million. And you just got stuck with super debt because you abused a bug. The game does ban people for cheating now. They weren't banned for that at the time. They just they just got sucked into like fat debt, and they were like, "Oh, I didn't know I was abusing a bug," and I was like, "It's pretty weird." But people did talk openly about using it too, so yeah, they know what they were doing when they were doing that. Uh, Number 5. Let's see, what is this one? Seasonal update details. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so we got season 1 update details. So it combined the north and the south, and it added a central version, which is this the fortress, the purification plant, the central zone. This is there's like a nuclear reactor in the center, and this is the Leslam Forest, which has a lot of parasite enders that you can kill. Yes, we added new quests here, and they added the epic rarity stuff. So we got new crafting recipes for basically everything. We got the heat buster and the railgun, and heavy assault rifle. Yeah, those were like brand new weapons. Those three are epic tier. I think they might get lower rarity versions in season two. Um,
Well,
yeah, they had a trailer just like this. Um, yeah, that's the nuclear. This is the forest. This is this is the water purification plant. So yeah, north here. This is like terminal, and the lake and the city ruins. These map like the whole map is like 5 square kilometers, or yeah, it's like 5 by 5 kilometers. It's like 25 kilometers square. This is the south. Yeah, this little hot spring at the power plant. Um, yeah, so we got. This is in the this is the marshlands. We got new quest here for new excavator. I forgot to mention to the beginning, but I'm like writing the wiki, the fandom wiki for this game. So I'm like really involved community wise. Um, but yeah. Um, yeah. So this is a epic ogre tier, an epic rabbit, epic bird. Let me see. There's something to talk about with. There's some like different trailers and stuff that we're still missing. Let's see. So yeah, I'll pop up all these trailers that I know we can talk about on like what the game is missing overall. But we're still talking like season one. There's some garage stuff that isn't in the game right now. They don't. We don't have these arms and legs and stuff hanging in our garage at the moment. Um, and these are the end game outfits. Little overpromise. There's like the game should they should add a lot more Magus costumes that aren't paid for. All the ones that look nice, any form of nice, you have to buy them. So, it is a problem, really.
This is an artifact brimming with historical significance.
Yeah, this quest, and that's Mystere. This is the Red Storm event that we get sometimes. We get every 2 weeks when the ranking resets, the leaderboard resets. And yeah, they delivered this on February 6th. They announced it on January 31st. It's been months since then, really. Yeah, we can talk about what's really missing with this like season 2 stuff that we'll eventually get. Yeah, they showed like the thing there. Yeah, right now we're going for this epic tier with the event. Let's see. Yeah, okay, this is the first time they changed prices. The sell price for Rabbit stuff is like really messed up. We knew that these were coming, so I actually sold my Daisy Yogurt for a few million. But the buying price was halved on this update, and it was only last month or so where they halved it again. So 4 million here to 2 million here. Um, there are some problems with how much you can like resell these parts for. They're not worth anywhere as much as you would like buy and craft them. Let's see. I also sold my Epic Rabbit GT before this, but that's kind of fine. Uh, yep, they changed. Uh, they changed the prices of our main four parts here. Um, so in order to buy them, it costs less, and selling them costs less as well. Um, these renovation materials. Um, yeah, you had to put in $31,000, and you could only sell it for 24,000. So now it's worth 48,000. You can sell them at a 17,000 profit, but with the current crystal economy, might as well just go outside and mine some crystals. These aren't bad. The epic ones cost almost 100,000 to make one. It costs like 96,000. So they increased the sell price to 177,000. I made a bunch of stuff for that. You can sell it like that. The piggy bank at level 4. Mine's level 4. So for each of these, you can save them up to 24 hours. 800 saved up to 17,000. Goes all the way to 2,400 per hour, up to almost 60k in 24 hours. They increased Jackbox by 250, which isn't that much because they didn't have the normal tier item change yet, but they just changed it a bit. If you full set, you get an extra 225 or 275. A crystal conversion rate by 1.25, and it's expanded the search range for the weather type Magus. Just some behavior to bandits and enders, adjustments to the map, and let's see, yeah, terrain that reduces weather resistance even taking shelter. That was a problem back then. Sometimes still is, but they do map adjustments with like every patch. That's it for this February 6th. This one was big, kinda. People were having problems like that. Fixed an issue where some users lost emotes from the Drifter Pass. Remember how you could get those in Pass. Yeah, some people lost those if you died, I think. Just of burst mines. Yeah, people were just putting landmines in front of the elevators, and people died right when they spawned in. Reduced processing when using the map after sortie. Yeah, that was a problem with like lag for a few seconds. Adjusted the marker when a wanted target is notified. This was it used to be like a white area mark. Now it's just the icon. It's just the red icon. You can completely see it easily on the map. They changed the cradle part debris item description, which was well, now you can use it for stuff again, but yeah, you just kind of couldn't for a while. Not just a while, like until these events that we're having right now. and you just use them. You just sell them usually. Dialogue, thief group behavior. I think it's bandit behavior. Minor fixes. Issue where you return to title when you return home. Server-wide frame drop, just the sorted limit. Yeah, I think they made it about 10 people, down from like 20 or plus 20, or over 20 players. Corrections to matching on all platforms. Some people kind of have problems with these. It's like, oh, they keep changing the matchmaking, and we can't find other people to kill. No, honestly, it's like an 80% PvE game right now, so it's great for people who want to farm. If you love this type of farming, gathering, collecting, crafting, garage renovation, this is a perfect game for you, with the occasional player run-in. Matching value is inappropriate due to a bug with the protection cost and safe pocket. Regarding matching of the corrections, above corrections will result in more appropriate matching of association members and bounties. I'm not, like, no one is 100% sure how the matchmaking works in the game. They kind of told us a while ago to be more adjusted to the KD ratio. That's sometime after February, I think. We just have bounty limit. Yeah, if you're in the north and south, the max is 600,000. You can get over 600,000 if you're in the east. I think this maximum number of materials per slot, I think that's when they changed to 10. An issue where okay, this day towards the end of February. That is when people got sent into debt, into super debt hell, with yeah, like negative 99, and yeah. This was a patch. Stuck points, server frame rate. Fixed a bug when a bounty hunter defeats a bandit or a parasite enter the location is not notified to other players. Yeah, that they call it a bug. You used to be able to just see wherever a bounty hunter was, if they were fighting bandits or whatever, or parasites. Yeah. It's fine. It's a fine change. Just kill judgment with bailout. Incubator behavior. Significant sway to all sniper rifles when fired from the hip and while jumping. Yeah. People were like jump sniping. They really want to nerf the sniper. This kind of did a bit. Force movement. Cooldown change from 60 to 45. Decrease damage multiplier when the cradle coffin attack hit. Yeah, I think it's way lower on player coffins. It's still the same amount as it was, which is like a ×2 multiplier if you attack bandit cradles, but they really reduce that on player cradles, and it doesn't really apply to melee attacks. If you restart a major mission from the checkpoint, like if you died, now it gives you like full health and full weather. A description of challenge requests to use some quest names and quest contents, and some Magus costume display. Yeah. Yeah, so they just that little note saying this is a hard request, that contents will change when the season changes. That wasn't there before. People thought it was impossible, but the season still had like 90 more days to go. So, and people were reaching it during this time. This is like the end of February because the season was meant to end in like April. But yeah, uh, let's see. Yeah, bug with the request, a bug with, or an adjustment that gets capped. In order to increase the upper limit of bounty, you need to progress bounty quest. Just making sure that people are doing their quest. There was an issue where the weight of critical part debris was the weight changed. It happened during this one, I think. And they changed it pretty quickly. By defeats an association member, the increase becomes smaller. I don't know if it's. I think it was a bug. Like the issue is that the increase is smaller. This was a pretty surprise maintenance. So people got 100k in money. No details. March 19th, 18th, and 19th, we got patch. Change the number of sorties required for a suspicious member to return to being a member, which is a cautionary member. Just the behavior of a member becoming wanted when they defeat another member. When an association member defeats a cautionary member, the line they say is changed to indicate they defeated the enemy. That would be a Magus voice line. Fix an issue where sharing cradle operations would mute step and drive sounds. Fix an issue where boost moves and recovery could be used at the same time. Yeah, I didn't know how to do it. Some people said they were doing it. It's a problem, I guess. Series bonus display does not change if you switch equipment during exploration. Issue where luminous parts of cradle parts were not displayed correctly. Buzzer sound. Just sending no longer repeats. Yeah, people really liked it when the buzzer of the elevator buzzed 6 times to let you know when the elevator is going down. It sounds like, or it did change to 1, but they changed that back, and the buzzer sound is different now, actually. Increased chances of some rare crafting materials on the map. General stuck bone terrain fixes. Adjustment of... Yeah, okay, this is mid-March, where they did a matchmaking change to be based more on the number of kills. Daily quests, so that you don't get quests saying you need to kill with a energy weapon or a bullet weapon. It was a problem because back then your store only had energy or live ammo, and that was dependent on the faction you were in. When a member of the association becomes a wanted man, the record of bounty under ranking remain the same, and you can receive ranking rewards. I don't know. The next bounty ranking will have a monetary cap based on the completed quest. Fix an issue with communication reward. Yeah, I think this issue stayed around because it got mentioned previously. And then this is display of some Magus costumes. New patch, April 10th. And I'm doing all of this. Like, I'm explaining all of these with some context because, like, I want you guys to understand how much has happened to this game since launch. I've been explaining this for like 30 minutes. April 10th, server maintenance with patch. Oh, okay. They don't go into too much detail here, but and we'll talk about these balances in a bit. So they changed. You can't jump spam anymore. There's some quests in the north and south where they increase the rewards, decrease the requirements. Some of them were stupid. You had to bring like 60 repair kits to the terminal. Way too much. I think they changed it to 5 last time I checked. Yeah. Like, honestly, this one, April 10th, was really big, actually. See, because now you can do equipment item shops is available on both sides as quests progress. Decrease shop selling price, craft cost of some curls. This was just the rabbit again. Now it's 1 million, down from the 2 million of a few months ago. Decreased carry capacity of common rarity materials. Yep, that was 100, now it's 50, so half. Some measures to make it less likely for rapid fire weapons to miss bullets. Yeah, there were problems with the hit registration of bullets. SMGs feel great now. You just laser beam all the enemies. Dropper of some drop items. Yeah, they add more like shelter points, some cover objects near elevators usually. Camera behavior in the garage. Info in season 1. So not currently displayed when viewing the battle record screen. I know this one. There's a record screen that, yeah, it just didn't have your season 1 stuff correct because it does have a total seasons and it's split into season 1, season 2 type of thing. But yeah, XV value seem to stop at the number quick from rank up. Increasing the drifter rank in the garage. Yeah. Fix an issue where achievement progress due to facility level ups was not determined. Yeah. Issue with some Megas costumes, text and graphic fixes. Yeah, this is like an S tier patch that we needed, basically. The 23rd, 13 days later, 2 weeks later, basically. Yeah, some players' prize money is carried over without being reset across rankings. Material items differed. Okay, we could talk about. I skipped the balance part. And there's like way more maintenance things here, actually. Let's see. They talked about the security thing, but they ended up not doing it quite yet. Yeah, let's find this one here. So, yep, these. So this one had an issue after they changed this, but they patched it too. People were using like auto clickers or their like mouse wheel to fire this burst rifle as fast as possible. They limited it so that you can't do that in single fire mode. Grenade launcher, more damage. They increased the charging speed by like 10%. The railgun would break really fast, so reduced wear rate, increase the damage. Yes, now the railgun is the single strongest weapon in the game. It used to be bolt sniper rifle. More ammo. They say bullet size. Yeah, they're thinking that that's part of the hit registration stuff. So reduced wear rate, reload speed, damage drop off. Yeah, they buffed marksman rifles on April 10th. The long shot rifle. Yeah, they increased the fire rate for this thing. So now these two have the same fire rate. And this is bullet speed too. Yeah, this thing is like really strong actually now. They reduced the recoil and the wear rate. Yeah, it's really strong. Heavy assault rifle. This thing got a little nerf later, but it is way stronger than it was before. SMG, yeah. So the sniper rifles got nerfed. Heavy shotguns reduced fire rate now, and they increased the damage drop off now. The heat buster, this is like the LMG, the light machine gun. For energy, they decreased the damage. It used to like 45 damage per hit. Per non-crit hit. Now it's like 35. So it went from like 900 damage stat to 700 damage stat. This is when they started to like differentiate the cradles. Now that everyone could like buy each one. Birdwatcher, increased cargo, increased weapon swap. Ogre has slightly more durability. It's not that much more. Increased reload speed, increased cargo of here, of Spider. So these with Coffin Crusher. Amber's Coffin Crusher was way stronger than Bowie Rabbit's Coffin Crusher. It was about plus 40% coffin damage. Way too much. Back then. Completely nerfed that to like less than 10% increased damage. Increased cargo. Increased cargo. This one Rabbit now carries the same as Birdwatcher. The anti-energy coating, anti-bullet coating, those are now really reduced because 15% damage reduction is really high. So those are those adjustments. Yeah, there's something coming soon with like the anti-cheat stuff. Partial correction to matching rate. We have no idea what they did, and I don't know, that they can keep their secrets. Personally, I think that's what they should do. Where's the update? Okay, yeah, it's this part with the drop rate of certain materials. This was in the same patch. So they increased the drop rate of cobalt materials and the drop rate of or they added a new drop rate to every single crystal you mine. There's now a tiny chance to get any cobalt material. And that should help a lot with getting new cobalt or getting new epic tier equipment, because cobalt was pretty tough to come by, but this makes it a lot easier. I think they also increased how much money, or was it this one? April 30th. Yeah, okay, again, on the 30th, they increased how much money crystals are worth again. So with this... Oh, yeah, this was a bug for like a day or two. Yeah, our weekly quests accidentally got reset to 0 every single weekly quest, and you could also not progress them. This was because, like, my theory is because the season was originally meant to end on April 23rd. We had this problem on the 24th for like the whole day. Yeah, but and this is due to the delay, the season 1 extension, really. So now people can continue to do their quests after this maintenance that lasted like an hour. And now we're up to the current patch. This is April 30th. There were some weapons, performance adjustment to weapons and cradles that were not in the April 10th update. It took them like 20 days, but I don't really mind, because these are essentially... Well, we'll talk about it. So this is... Daisy Assault Rifle. Because they increased the bullet count by 5 for the normal assault rifle, so they brought this up to 35, and it matches. Number of hits was reduced due to single shot rate, fire correction, heavy assault, submachine gun, and burst assault. The burst assault I know about. That was because we had a problem where it would only, or it's a three round burst, but only 2 would count, and it was like that until this patch. Yeah, these Birdwatcher and Ogre parts, these are the SP parts, and these bronze, silver, and gold ones are from the ranking. If you rank in the top 100, then you get a bronze, silver, or gold one. This one... Yeah, so the grenade launcher, and this is switching speed reduced. I think it means increased, actually, because the meta was to use 2 grenade launchers and then swap between them, because because it was... because the fire rate was, like, really slow on the... is really slow on the grenade launcher, so if you swap back and forth between them, they can shoot, like, way faster. Marksman rifle, reduced recoil. The railgun, yeah, they increased how long it takes to reload it. And then they changed the damage on the heavy assault rifle. They lowered it. It was at a stat 2000, that was a stat 1600, so it went from 100 damage per shot to 80 on non-crits. It's 80 and 100 on non-crit 200 and 160 on crits. It's still like pretty strong, but the biggest problem with the heavy assault rifle is that the ammo weighs a lot more than a normal assault rifle, a normal long shot. So it's hard to say if it has its place just because the ammo weighs a lot. Yeah. The Okay, they increased the cobalt from high-ranking parasites, so they made it slightly easier again, which is a drop rate thing. Maximum exchange value of Ada crystals has been increased 1.5 times, and the perfect purity crystals by 2 times. Yeah, now you can reach like 1.5 million in AO crystals in a single run, which is super, super high, because it's the old record was about 700,000, something like that. Yeah, I could talk about this a bit later. They increased the material slot to 15. Remember, it used to be 5. Improved performance of sniper rifles in the major investigation. Yeah, I think they just weren't updated with the rest. Updated shader cache generated. I think the game might run a little better in some areas. It's hard to tell. Sometimes it doesn't run that well anyway. This is the cheating thing that we're not too sure. Sometimes an anti-cheat warning will pop up when playing on PC. That one doesn't. I got one pop-up recently, but I hadn't had one for a while, and they just actually updated us that they hadn't actually implemented it. Yeah, we could talk about this bounty hunting membership card. So, So now, if you're a association member, you can drop a membership card. If you are in the top 10, it's worth 2 million. It's called an S rank card. An A rank card is for 11 to 50 rank, I think. So that's A rank for 1 million, and then 51 to 100 is a B rank. I think it's worth 500,000. Sometimes it's harder for bounty members to make money when association members would just do some bounty hunting. So that's kind of something. Yeah, this is the cheating thing with Season 2. So they originally, right, April 30th, now it's for Season 2. If you get this error, it will send you back to the main menu screen. Sometimes it happens at a really inconvenient time, but right now it doesn't put you back to the main menu screen. If it sends you back to the main menu, then you can continue your sortie, but you might have already died. Like, it just logs you out, but if you're logged out, then your body's still in the server. Yeah, I don't know, because I don't really get these updates that often, these, like, error messages that often. Currently. That might be a problem later. That's kind of it for the updates. Overall, we've come a long way. There were a lot, man. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 17 maintenances. This doesn't include all the random ones they put out on Twitter. There's like more, like 20 I think in total. But that's kind of it for the updates. Yep, we've come a long way. Here's to Season 2. Hopefully some players come back. Hopefully there's some marketing thing to draw them in. Because the marketing is kind of weird outside of Japan, really. It's pretty weak. I'm not gonna lie. And maybe we'll get another discount. The game was discounted on PlayStation and Xbox until May 7th. Not on PC. PC had its own discount a different time. It's pretty weird. They don't match at the same time. And those were only like 20 to 30% discounts. So people want like, oh, make it like a 50% discount or more. I don't know about that, but there is more stuff to talk about. I think I'll make it a separate video because this is really long, but I think that's kind of where things are for Season 2. We got a long video, but no, I just want you to understand and this how Season 1 went and where the game is going soon. I think Season 1 final number, Season 1's been like a 7. You know, the game's just getting started. Who knows how much longer it will last, but I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it a lot. And still play in May, even though I've done all of my quests and I'm graduating college like next week. It's kind of a big deal. I'm graduating before Season 2 starts, even though it was supposed to start last month, right? Yeah. Yeah, and the viewer retention is going to be really bad, but I hope you do make it to the end of this video. Yeah, I'll go over something like the weird missing content in Synduality pretty soon, I think. I'll probably make it tonight. But this one video is long, so yeah. Yeah, that's kind of it. Yeah, Season 1, 7 out of 10. It's a good start to everything. Yeah, hopefully Season 2 can draw people back in, draw new people in, and that's kind of what we need. This game is great if you, like, right now it's like a Minecrafting game, but, you know, it is it's a really unique time. If you don't care really about how many people are actively playing the game at the same time as you, you might find it boring, but just do your quests, and this quest will carry you through. Like, this whole experience mostly is just doing quests and being a little archaeologist, and having a weird turf war against yourself because you played both factions. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.